What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Since Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte want to be part of Bad Boys 2, now what you gonna do, Eddie Hearn? Eddie is nowhere to be found. He loved the camera so much, but right now he trying to make up some excuses. He trying to cook up some lies, but we finna cook him up in the process. Hey, somebody bring the sauce real quick, cause I want this well done right here. So Andrew Ruiz reacted to Dillian Whyte failing 2 drug tests and was still free to fight his opponent without his opponent or the public being nullified, and Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte keeping it under the hush, not informing the public or Oscar Rivas. And he stated, "I'm not going to the UK to fight Anthony Joshua in the rematch. Hashtag setup." And I co-signed that 1000%. I mean, even a blind man could see this. All these UK fighters, not just Dillian Whyte, including Tyson Fury, when he got tested positive for bad supplements leading up to the Klitschko fight, and he got away with it by blaming it on drugging. Now you got Dillian Whyte, who got busted for 2 types of steroids and was still free to fight, and Eddie Hearn didn't notify the public and his opponent. That's the bad part right there. That's the low blow. The real low blow is the fact that they didn't let the fans know. They didn't let Oscar Rivas know. I mean, Eddie Hearn is such a hypocrite, because when Big Baby Miller got busted, he came out and stated Big Baby Miller needed to be banned from the sport because he ain't playing baseball. He hitting fighters in the face. And he went on an act and pretended that he all for the sport, this and that, and then turns around and lets Dillian Whyte fight his opponent while he's cheating. And at the same time calling out the WBC, claiming Wilder is ducking him, blah, 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 knowing Dillian Whyte was a dirty fighter. Man, I think Eddie Hearn need to quit promoting. He need to be banned from promoting. He need to get suspended. His license need to get suspended, and give him license to work in Hollywood, because he need to be an actor. All these lies he telling, all these contradictions, and now him playing a role in the game, just an act. I mean, it's a whole act he did against Big Baby Miller, but he won't keep the same energy with Dillian Whyte. Keep the same energy, Eddie Hearn. Keep the same energy. That's all we wanted you to do. But you didn't let Anthony Joshua fight Big Baby Miller. You told the public that Big Baby Miller needed to get suspended for life. But you let Dillian Whyte fight Oscar Rivas without notifying him at least that Dillian Whyte is a cheater, to give him the option to pull out of the fight or to ask for a bigger payday. I know you're trying to save some money, but hey, listen, all you had to do just replace Dillian Whyte with any opponent. But obviously Eddie Hearn didn't do the right thing, proving that he's a hypocrite, proving that he's bad for the sport of boxing, because he was in it too, knowing that Dillian Whyte was doping and still letting that fight go on. So we must hold Eddie Hearn accountable for his actions. Just like the fighters are, Eddie Hearn, the promoter, he need to be accountable for his action and possibly even get suspended, and his license getting suspended from the sport of boxing. And now I know why Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua want the rematch in the UK so bad. At first, I thought it was due to the hometown advantage, but I even thought about it. I was like, if 7,000 fans came to the US to support Anthony Joshua, he gonna feel at home. So it ain't the hometown advantage. So I thought to myself, maybe it's the referee. Obviously, when Anthony Joshua fought Takam, they stopped that fight too early. Takam wasn't in any condition for the fight to be stopped. He was in good shape. Anthony Joshua was actually tiring late, and they just stopped the fight in the 11th round as soon as Anthony Joshua landed a good punch. So, in my opinion, I started thinking, oh, maybe it's due to the referee. He could save Anthony Joshua. He could buy him some time. We know how the UK referees do. Then I was like, maybe it's also the judges. He gonna have the judges on his side. Obviously, he could be losing a round. They gonna give him the round. Even against Parker, you know, they had him destroying Joseph Parker on the scorecard, even though that was a close fight. But now it seemed like the main reason is because of the testing. It's because how fishy and shady things are in the UK. And it ain't a coincidence that Dillian Whyte stated that Anthony Joshua is actually on something. However, he get exemptions from doctors over there. And funny enough, Big Baby Miller said the same thing. And keep in mind, both of these fighters got caught doping. So they know a thing or two about doping. So if Anthony Joshua carrying all this muscle, looking like a bodybuilder, why does he need exemptions for certain supplements? Because he don't have enough hormones or whatever the excuse is. I mean, all these proteins, all these muscle he carrying. However, he need exemptions for certain supplements. Man, that sounds so fishy to me. And we know the motto. Once a tree falls, the other will follow. Once one person get busted, the other cheater will get busted as well. We saw that with Tyson Fury. We saw that with Dillian Whyte, with Big Baby Miller, and Povetkin. Now Anthony Joshua looking like a suspect. They want this fight in the UK so bad. And now I see why. As soon as Anthony Joshua came to the US and fought somebody, he got knocked out. However, every time he fights in the UK, he looking like a beast. Obviously, if you don't have a chin, you know, you ain't going to be able to gain a chin with steroids. You're going to be able to recover faster, but your chin is still going to be the same. But that's what Anthony Joshua needs, because he couldn't recover against Andrew Ruiz. So if I was Andrew Ruiz, I would not go to the UK and fight Anthony Joshua. It's too many fishy things going on. And just the fact that Anthony Joshua turned a fight down with Wilder when Wilder accepted his $15 million offer to come to the UK and fight him. He turned around and fought Povetkin instead, ducking Wilder to fight a drug cheat that just came off taking PEDs and getting busted. And Russia allowed that fight to continue. However, he was supposed to fight Steroids, I believe, but Steroids obviously backed out of the fight, but they didn't give Oscar Rivas that option. And Povetkin at the time, he was just coming off a performance where he was on steroids, and Anthony Joshua fought him instead. And then when Big Baby Miller got busted, what did Anthony Joshua do? He didn't talk trash on him. He said, we all make mistakes. Sound like he made that mistake before to me. Saying that, I mean, Big Baby Miller was talking trash to him. He had the audacity to even talk to his mom, disrespecting him time and time again. And Anthony Joshua was such a nice guy, talking about we all make mistakes, it's okay. It sounded like when he in that situation, he want people to forget him too. That's what it sounded like to me, because this guy fucked up your money. This guy got busted for the same thing he claimed you on, and you just gonna let it slide like that? Like I said, Anthony Joshua is such a suspect. Tyson Fury, we already know he a drug cheat. Dillian Whyte is such a drug cheat. He already got busted twice. And we know Tyson Fury did the same thing Dillian Whyte did. And Eddie Hearn is in it too. You know, he has an agenda. He's biased. He should get suspended too as a promoter. So, like I always say, subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about a minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't. And listen to these Eddie Hearn fans. And Tyson Fury, your time will come too. You know, I'm dropping a video on him as well. Since Dillian Whyte, his countryman, got busted and he had nothing to say. Check his IG, check his Twitter. He got nothing to say about that. You know why? Because he was in the same shoes. you know. So if the shoe fits, wear it. And follow Lantoon Boxing on Instagram for the funniest boxing memes. And follow me on Instagram at Aki TV as well. And subscribe to my channel at Aki TV and click on the notification bell. All the links are in the description box below. And to be continued on the next episode of Aki TV. Peace, and we outie.